Hello, budgeters. Welcome to my May budget report. And we're going to go over the budget for May 2018. Okay, so my husband got 4 paychecks. The first 3 were all a little bit higher than we budgeted, and the last one, the 4th one, was lower. I had a medical issue, and I needed my husband to stay home from work because I was having some medical problems and he needed to help with the children. And so he missed 2 days of work. We already budgeted that one of those days was going to be, he would have to take off, but then the next day I just woke up not feeling well at all. And he took off another day. So we got a lower paycheck for the 4th paycheck. We did sell an SSD, which is a computer part. I don't really know. And we got $120 for that, which is really great because we needed that additional income. We actually went over what we projected as far as what we brought in just by a little bit, but we did have some Murphy move in moments, and we did have that 4th paycheck that was smaller. So tithes and offerings, we did a 10% tithing except for our fast offering where we fasted for 24 hours and paid an additional $10 to help people in our church. Mortgage was the same, car insurance, health insurance. Our energy bill for the first time in a while was under. That was exciting. Our cell phones, that was under. I'm not sure. I think we're just kind of getting, we got a discount on our plan, and I think that's just still kind of regulating until we get what our regular balance will be. Cable internet stayed the same. Our water and electricity went up, but not as much as it has in the past. For the first time, our grocery budget stayed under. I was 5 cents under, and I am so excited about that. I'm proud of that number, that I stayed under budget with the groceries. Gas, oh my goodness. I thought I was crazy for bumping the gas budget up to $200 last month, and we still exceeded it. In April, what did we have the budget as? I'm going to look over really fast for fun. In April, we had budgeted $125 for gas, and we spent $192.60. So I thought I was crazy setting a budget for $200, and we spent $246.57 on gas. I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but I feel like gas always gets more expensive in the summertime. And so I'm guessing as it's approaching summer, that gas budget is going to just have to keep increasing and increasing. In December, we had $100 budgeting for gas, and now I think we're going to have to bump it up to at least $250. Okay, Murphy moved in more months. So I told you that I had some medical complications. Well, basically what happened was I remember that dumb IUD that cost me so much money, and I just was sick and tired about the hassle. I was supposed to get this rebate, and I never got a rebate, and my insurance didn't cover it because we are on Christian-based insurance, and they don't cover insurance for not getting pregnant. They encourage families. And so we had to pay for the IUD out of pocket. Well, unbeknownst to me, I got the IUD with hormones, and between getting that and having, being postpartum, having 2 babies so close together, I had just one day I woke up and I had such bad postpartum depression, and it lasted for weeks, and it got really kind of scary and dangerous. And the day that my husband he took work off, I woke up and I didn't want to get out of bed. I was in a really, really dark place. I didn't want to live. And we found out that the IUD that I had was hormonal, and so we scheduled to get it out right away, and it took about a week to get regulated, and I'm finally getting back to normal. But we think that, I know that a lot of people have said that IUDs with hormones in them can cause some major hormonal changes and depression, and I totally felt that. I totally had the effects of that. So that is 133 went to the IUD removal, and then 5231 went to an Amazon Prime membership, which I actually don't even know what our billing cycle is for that. That's my husband's, and we created that, or he signed up for Amazon Prime before we even sat down and budgeted. So I actually need to look at that and ask him if that's a charge that applies every year, every 6 months. I'm not quite sure whenever that charge applies, but that really shouldn't be a Murphy moved in. That should be a budgeted line item. But I was unaware of it because that just wasn't something that we had put in our budget before. I'm going to go ahead and take off these line items because they are mostly just for this video to remind me of what to say, and when I'm making my budget, I just put them on there to make sure my numbers are all correct, and at the end of the month, everything is fine and looking good. Okay, our sinking funds, we spent about $55. I bought a mop and I bought paint. I got one of those Swiffer mops, and you know, like how Target has, if you buy so many, you can get a free gift card. Well, I bought the Swiffer mop, and then I bought a ton of refills and a ton of like the little pads that you use to mop, and I got some gift cards back. So that is why the number looks so large, is because I have quite the stash of supplies now so that I could get those Target gift cards back. Our medical deductible, we're still just saving for that. We need $1,500 next year, and that's just how much our yearly deductible is, so we're going to have that saved up for then. Our car fund, we got some car cleaner for $22.32, but we just keep filling this up because eventually, I mean, we have a car and eventually cars die, so we want to cap this off at $10,000 one day. Yard care, we spent our $200 that we budgeted on for yard care for our workers. Electronics, this fund is just slowly growing. I feel like electronics, you always have something go wrong, either a phone breaks or a computer goes down, so we're just slowly building up this fund. Right now our phones and computers are in good condition, but yeah, it's just, I feel like it's good to have that there for the what ifs. Prescriptions and therapy. I did go to therapy when I had that postpartum depression. I went, and it was so helpful, and he encouraged me to get the IUD out ASAP, so he's really great. Children's needs, we bought door locks, and I got my son a shirt for $2.10 at Target. So my son is at that phase where he's opening up all the cabinets, and so we just needed indoors, and so we got some door locks. And clothing, the majority of our clothing went to, my husband got 2 belts from Quicksilver, and I got some underwear, and Edwin got another shirt that I put in here, and then I spent $1 at Maurice's because I had a $10 gift card for spend $10, get $10 off, and I found a shirt for $11, and I bought it. Food storage, we spent all of our food storage because we turned my coat closet into another pantry because the coat closet wasn't really being used at all for coats. I wasn't storing people's coats. They were just kind of tossing them in. Normally it's my family. They just kind of tossed them on the couches when they walked in. And I decided that right behind my door I want to put some coat racks, and so that is going to be the solution for when people come over. There's just going to be coat racks right there because we never use the coat closet anyway. And so we built shelving, and that cost $80. Pet care, the only pet care that we spent this month is we spent $63.50 for my dog's shots, and then he will need shots again next year, and it's supposed to be about $50, so we'll just need to make sure. I'm gonna create a sinking fund for him anyway. I think I want to have a cap of $1,000 in there for my dog, just in case. You know, you always hear about dogs needing something crazy goes on, and you go to the vet, and then the vet bills are crazy out outlandish and you don't expect it at all. So I guess I have a question for you guys. What's the most expensive that your vet bills have ever been? That would be really helpful if you have gone to the vet for your dog. What is the most you've ever spent? Is $1,000 too much on if I'm thinking about worst case scenario, or do I need to put more in? I would love to know what you guys would say would be your most expensive vet visit that you've had. Okay, anniversary fund is growing. Family vacation fund is still growing. Christmas fund, I didn't see anything that I need to buy my kids for Christmas. I did have a birthday, and we spent almost $80 for my birthday. I got some running pants. I bought a book. We ate a fancy dinner. I think there were some other little trinkets in there, but just in general, we spent $79.99 for my birthday. That was fun. Eating out, a lot of Panda Express. My husband loves Panda Express, Chick-fil-A, Del Taco. Chick-fil-A, Del Taco, yep. Okay. So we put money into the charity impromptu giving fund at the end of the month. But at the beginning of the month, Christy from Broken Over, is that her name? Yeah, I think so. From Broken Over, they had a small family, well, actually rather large family crisis. And her daughter set up a GoFundMe account, and we only had $5 in our charity impromptu giving account because we had just started it, but I did give that $5 to them, so that is where that went, and then we have our charity impromptu giving fund that hopefully will be accruing more money, and then hopefully next time somebody has a need, we can give them a little bit more than $5. My husband's mad money, he got a spray bottle, and then he bought a game on Amazon. So he has 80.01 left. My mad money all goes to babysitting. It always goes to babysitting. And then I went to a movie with some friends. And date night, we only did one date night, which my therapist advised that we have at least one a week, but we haven't been doing that. So we probably should. I think that would be good for my mental health to get away and have some adult time with my husband where we have adult conversations. That'd probably be healthy, but we did get dinner in and we rented a Red Box for after the kids went to sleep. My problem is finding babysitters. It's so hard to find babysitters, even teenagers. Like my kids are so little because my oldest son is 14 months and my youngest son is 3.5 months. So they're like two little babies, and even it's just hard. It's hard to find a babysitter for them. Okay, so at the end of the month, because of our Murphy moved in and because of the lower paycheck, our Murphy moved in moment, which Murphy moved in just means like when things go wrong. Dave calls it Murphy moved into your house. It seems like everything goes wrong. Because of those things that happened, we projected to put $305.87 into our emergency fund account, but because of those things, we only put $100 into our emergency fund, bringing our emergency fund total to $18,154.44. And so that is where we're at for May. I'm really hoping that June will be a better month for us and we can squirrel away a little bit more than $100 because at the end of November we had $20,000 in here and then our bathroom flooded, and I just really, really want to put our account back to where it was, so that we can I like having that security of at least having where we were, 20,000. Our goal is 31,314. This is if we lived off of rice and beans and went scorched earth, as Dave says, we could live off of 31,000 for a year if we did, no vacations, no gifts, no very, very small things like that. We could live off of 31,000. So We're shooting for a year just because my husband is anticipating a job loss anytime from August through November, so we're preparing for the worst, hoping that he gets a job soon. But we're going to prepare for that until he does get a job. And then when he does get a job, we'll put anything over $20,000 into baby steps 4, 5, and 6. Okay? This number down here, this final number, if you think about it, kind of like with our leisure funds and our sinking funds, I do like looking at this and saying, well, we actually do have $20,000 saved up. But this specific emergency fund budget, having that $18,154.44 is just having that set aside just for an emergency. But it is nice knowing that if our car breaks down or whatever, we have a dedicated $397.88 in a fund dedicated for the car, and then any fix beyond that that happens, we can take. Oops, sorry about that. We can take out of that emergency fund. Okay, I hope you all have a great day, and I will talk to you later. Bye.